Welcome to A Shot of Joe, the place where you come to get enlightened and get empowered. Make sure you click that little button on your right-hand side to subscribe to my channel. I put new videos up pretty much every week, giving you tools to become empowered. And also want to keep you up to date on what's happening here in the world of energy. And there's a lot happening lately. So I want to focus today on the solar eclipse of June 10th. But before I do that, I want to just talk about kind of how we got here and what's going on and what we can expect. So the month of May, of course, was a very, very high energy month. We knew that going in. We had 3 portal openings. We also ended the month with a lunar eclipse. So a lunar eclipse is generally going to be more of that internal work, like kind of making you look a little bit deep down inside yourself and giving you some feelings maybe that you had to resolve or deal with. And then right after that, we went into what's called a Mercury retrograde on the 29th of May. At that time, the retrogrades usually slow energy down a little bit, which is what we're in right now. And now we're going to come up with this solar eclipse, which is also a new moon. New moons are always about new. And then a solar eclipse, which is really about the manifestation here in the physical world, that it's also happening in the middle of this Mercury retrograde. So it's a very powerful transition of energy here that we're experiencing right now. So what I want to do is I want to kind of get you prepared. You may already be feeling a lot of these things, but I just want to kind of get you prepared for what to expect and maybe what you've already been feeling. So you may be feeling, because when we have this high energy moving around so quickly, you may be feeling a lot of physical symptoms such as, body aches, or feel like you have a cold, or body, feeling also, I get a lot of swirling in my head here in my crown area. You may have headaches or feel like, wow, I got a lot of pressure on the side of my head. That's part of the symptoms that we could be having on a physical level. Also, a lot of issues with sleep. Either you can't sleep or you can't stop sleeping. I kind of hear both from people I work with. They say, well, I can't move. I'm in a fog. I don't know what I'm doing. So these are a lot of the kinds of things that we could expect to feel in our bodies at this time. But the bigger picture really is what's happening energetically to us. And this really is going to be a time of moving forward and letting go. So that's really going to be the key here, is going to be you really stepping into your true self and your true power and allowing that to happen. I use the word allowing because you have to let it happen. It won't just happen on its own if you don't let it happen. And it will also be a time of new opportunities, and potentially also you might have been in a situation, which a lot of us, of course, have been in this last year and change with everything that's going on, where you are confused, or you feel like you're not sure what to do. You're not exactly sure where you're going. Maybe you've had some ideas of things, but you just can't kind of pull it together. So this will be a time when these things will become clear to you, where you'll get the messages you're looking for. So I'm going to suggest that you ask for those messages. So sit quietly. I don't know if you're a meditator or not, but just sit quietly and say, hey, I'm kind of going through this transition. I need some clarity, and ask the universe to help, and it certainly will. But then, of course, when you get these messages or you get these feelings, it may not come as a letter in your mailbox. That's not the way it'll come. It's going to come a lot of times as an emotion or a feeling to do something, to go somewhere, to change where you live, to maybe switch careers, whatever that may be. Then you have to take that action. I think of it as aligned action. I want to do something that's in alignment with where I'm going. So you want to start moving in that direction. A lot of this, though, is going to be focused on letting go. So that means letting go of potentially people that are really no longer in alignment with you. We're not judging anybody, but we understand that they may just no longer be in your space, or maybe where you live, or maybe where you work. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is that's not jiving with you right now is something you want to consciously say, it's time for me to move forward. And again, we do it graciously. We're not looking to cause any trouble or upset anyone, but it'll happen organically. We've already seen that. But now it's a situation where we want to start moving ourselves in that direction to have our best life. So to have your best life, you have to make decisions that are best for you. And of course, we make those decisions without hurting others, but sometimes others may not like it. People may not like it when you become empowered, or you step into power, or you move yourself forward. So this is going to be a lot of transition and change from now until we end this, which is on the 22nd, which is another big shift day here in June. So between the 10th, which is going to be, I'm recording this right the day before. So between June 10th and between June 22nd, which is the end of the retrograde, this will be a few weeks where all this stuff will come up into your consciousness. You want to sort it out, start moving forward, and then you'll be ready for that next shift. So just stay with the program, but the key is listen to your inner self, your guidance, trust yourself, take aligned action, and everything will be wonderful. I'll see you soon.